So in this video, we're not going to talk about Microsoft Excel, but we are going to talk about the things, the habits, the skills which will make you more successful as a student. So I just want to take a little bit of time and reflect upon this because I have found after 20 years of teaching at the college and university level that by laying this foundation, by giving you, the student, giving others this understanding of what makes students successful and giving you insight into how to be a more successful student and how to learn more effectively, this will help you succeed in the course, which as your teacher, it's my goal to be the best teacher, the best coach possible, and help you learn this material as quickly as possible. So understanding a little bit about what makes students succeed, to me, is really important. That's a really good thing to cover at the beginning of a class, like what makes students successful? How do students succeed? And so we're going to talk about how to succeed in this video, how to be a successful student. And this will help you not only in this course, help you achieve your goals in this course, it'll also help you in life. It will also help you in life. So I find myself slowing down here just a little bit so that we could talk about this. So there's been a lot of research about what makes students successful. And the general consensus, as documented primarily by Angela Duckworth, is that the number one factor that makes students successful is grit. Grit. It's just plain old persistence and grit. So that's the first thing to understand. Student success is not correlated with IQ or intelligence. It's not correlated with, social class or background or where you come from. The main thing that determines whether or not a student is successful is, can you be persistent and can you have grit? If you stick with it, and just keep going and go through all the material and keep working it, you are going to learn it. You are going to get better at it. And so that's the first thing to understand. To succeed as a student, you just have to have that grit and that persistence. So I sometimes say that this is like telling the future. And I share with my students that I know how to tell the future. I know how to see the future. And to see the future, all you have to do is look at what are you doing in the present. And so one saying which speaks to this is that the seeds you plant today will be the crop that you harvest tomorrow. The seeds that you plant today will be the crop that you harvest tomorrow. And so if you plant good seeds today, and if you take the effort to cultivate a good garden, your life, the garden of life, your garden of life, if you take the time every day to put in the effort to cultivate your garden of life, and you plant the right seeds, and you work that soil, and you pull out the bad things, the weeds, and so you don't cultivate that which is not good for your garden, but you help those seeds you're planting grow, and every day you water them and take care of them and nurture them. If you plant the right seeds today with effort, put in the effort, then tomorrow, being able to see in the future, you will harvest a great crop. That's just the way it works. But you got to be persistent. You got to have grit. You got to do it every day. You have to plant the right seeds, put in the right effort, cultivate that which is skillful. And then over time, your garden of life is going to grow and be beautiful and bountiful and have a wonderful harvest. And so that's really the secret to success. Persistence, grit, good old-fashioned elbow grease and hard work, just sticking with it every day and putting in the effort. And that's a good thing to know because you can do it. It doesn't have to do with IQ. It's not correlated with IQ. They've studied it. You can go watch this wonderful video by Angela Duckworth on YouTube. So I'm just going to go there right now and bring up Angela's video, and Angela Duckworth TED Talk on grit. And I will link this for you right here in our course outline. Right here, I'll put in her thing, Angela Duckworth. I'll put that link right there for you. I'll do it right now so you can see how it happens. So I'm just going to highlight that and then click this down arrow here. And I'm in Google Documents. And I'm going to grab this link right here and pause the video because we don't want to watch it right now. And then copy it, Control-C. On my keyboard, Control-C to copy, and then come over here and hit this link icon and Control-V to paste and hit apply. So that links are there for that video. If you watch this video, you'll hear her talk about, she has a doctorate in psychology, and her research is what makes students successful. You'll hear about grit. So that's the main thing: grit, persistence, cultivating the garden of life, putting in the effort. And then I like to reflect upon both what Bill Gates and Warren Buffett shared as the secret of their success, which was focus. So you just really need to focus every day. Focus on planting those right seeds and putting in the right effort and cultivating that garden of life. Going through this course, doing the hands-on exercises, watching the videos, taking the time every day to plant the right seeds today so that tomorrow you get a great harvest. Focusing on that, having that focus. That's what Bill Gates and Warren Buffett, two of the most financially successful people in the history of humanity, said is the secret, the key to their success. And Bill Gates also said, get in front of what's coming and let it hit you. And so Microsoft Excel has definitely already come, but it's not going anywhere. So knowing how to use Excel is a wonderful skill, which is going to help you in your life, whatever it is you're wanting to do, but it'll definitely make you more financially employable or help you succeed with your business. So the last thing I'll share is just two sayings my teachers in my life have shared with me. And one of them is, drop by drop, the bucket gets filled. I like that saying, and I use it often, so I want you to be aware of it. And so one of my teachers said, man, like every day, just add that drop to the bucket. Add that drop. Put in that right effort. Add that drop. And after three months, you might look in your bucket and you might say, man, there's not much water in there. I've been working 3 months and I don't have much water in the bucket. But after 3 years, man, there's going to be a lot of water in your bucket. You will have added a drop every day, every day, every day. And those drops add up. So just add a drop every day. And over time, your bucket will get filled. Drop by drop, the bucket gets filled. I like that saying. And then the other saying, which I really like, is from one of my teachers who had this deep, resonant voice. And when we were in class, he would say, just like this: persistently, patiently, you are bound to succeed. Persistently, patiently, you are bound to succeed. And so, again, you're hearing that same thing about persistence and grit and drop by drop and putting in the effort and planting the right seeds. And so those two sayings for me are really motivational and inspirational, and they remind me of what I need to do every day so that I can realize the goals in my life and help my family and my loved ones and my larger community, the world and humanity, help move the ball forward for all of us and provide a bountiful harvest so that my life and my loved ones can enjoy the fruits of that garden, the fruits of that bounty, and so that others can benefit from it too. So every day I put a drop into the bucket. Every day, drop by drop, I put a drop in the bucket, and drop by drop the bucket gets filled. And persistently, patiently, I know I am bound to succeed. Persistently, patiently, I know you are bound to succeed. And if you have that persistence, if you have that grit, if you just keep doing it every day, you're going to get there. That's the thing that correlates with success and improving in life. Doing it every day. Doing it every day. So that's the foundation. That's the skill. That's the thing which is the most important thing, documented by research, the most important thing to becoming successful as a student, both in this class and also becoming successful in life. So I think that's a really important thing to be aware of and know about. And I was excited when I learned it, and it's been helpful to me in my life. I've verified it through practice. I've verified it in my own life through practice. And so I know you too can realize and achieve your goals, and that the best way to do it is just to be persistent and patient, and every day add those drops, have that persistence and that grit, and don't give up. All right, so that's the foundation. I call that laying the foundation. And with that foundation, we're ready to move forward through this course and really start building a great skill set using Microsoft Excel.